I've got a story to tell you about the time when some friends of mine came to stay with me in southern Victoria in the middle of July. Ken Horton, David Parks and Glenn Perry came to stay with me, and it was a great time. Good surf, very good surf. The night before we knew it was going to be all time, I was awoken at 4:15 in the morning to this shuffle, shuffle, bang, shuffle, shuffle, bang, shuffle, shuffle, bang. I eventually found out it was Parksy pacing up and down the kitchen floor, waiting for it to get light enough to see the waves coming. Kenny on his 8th cup of tea, toey as a Roman sandal. Glenn was the only one with any brains because he stayed in bed. They're banging on my door. Come on, I'm saying it's 4:15 in the morning, it's pitch black, it's freezing cold and it's raining. It doesn't get light till 7:15, we've still got 3 hours to go. But the boys were amped. So within a couple of hours they were gone. I eventually made my way to our destination. They were already in the water. I can vaguely see these cutbacks and off the tops and tube rides. The boys were having a ball. So I got changed, went down the track, started to go across the rocks, and I hear this, "Go Kenny, go Kenny!" Female voices. I look up at the top of the headland. Somehow Kenny's arranged a cavalcade of local beauties as a barracking squad for him on the hill. Every time he took off on a wave, it was, "Go Kenny, go Kenny!" Couldn't believe it. So they would look down at me and I looked down at them. I was about as popular as a dead frog in the swimming pool. Felt like Darth Vader paddling out at my local break. Paddle out I did. There's Ken, lime green wetsuit. He's got his Rod Ball Steve Zola special. Big eagle sprayed up the deck, blue sprays in the roll, a screwed over tail. He was killing it, absolutely unbelievable, in the tube. So I started to compete with his tube squad up the hill, and I started going, "Go Kenny, go Kenny, go Parksy!" And they repeated the same for me. So the 3 of us, there was a few of us there that day. It was quite a Glen. It was a good time. Good waves too. 3 distinct different types of boards too. Ken on his screwdriver tail, myself on my single fly rounded pin, and Dave on quite a round, wide rounded square tail. Waves are unbelievable. And Jack Finlay and John Wilson were there taking photos. This is the late 70s. I can't remember exactly what year it was. It was either 77 or 78. But Jack Finlay and John Wilson, if you're out there, I'll be chasing you for those photos because I've seen the photos, they're awesome. Later on that day, I went back into the Shaman Bay because I was doing a board for Glenn Perry. Kenny stayed with his cheer squad. David was intriguingly curious about my board, so he asked me to borrow it. Off he went to a remote location and got some of the best barrels that location can produce. The local know-all told me that he saw him get 7 barrels from start to finish. Never seen anyone else surf like it in his life. He said he even rode my boards better than I did. That was a backhanded compliment, but I loved it very much indeed. But overall, the biggest winner that week was me boarding, because it had arrived. Sure, they'd seen me down there for 7 or 8 years with the likes of John and Robert Craik. But when they saw Ken, when they saw David surfing these waves as good as they did, then they realised we were to be taken seriously. So that was the time that Hollywood Horton came to town, and it was fabulous. So Ken, I'll never forget that time when you and David and Glenn Perry, fantastic.